Hi, welcome to Observations. I'm host John Walsh, publisher of the Palm Coast and Ormond Beach Observer community newspapers. Observations is a collection of podcasts and videos of conversations with neighbors, community partners, elected officials, and friends about local issues that are taking place in many communities.
Welcome back. Today's subject is Rotary, and let's go back to the very top. Rotary International. We talked about some of the initiatives, some of the service projects at a district level, a regional level. But what's our thing? What are we most proud of at Rotary?
John, you got to be talking about the eradication of polio.
Huge.
It's close.
I think 3 countries.
There's
left.
2 that I'm aware of right now,
2.
Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Which, the obvious, as to why it's a little challenging to get in there.
How does Rotary take credit for that?
Well, we got involved in the 80s. There was I believe he was an Italian Rotarian that went down to the Philippines, and he saw they had a huge number of cases of polio there. And he thought to himself, wow, I could go back to my district, and I bet we could eradicate polio in the Philippines. We could completely immunize everyone in the Philippines. It's possible. So that's what he did. He went back. He told his club.
Finite number, people live there.
Yep.
And this is how many doses we need.
Yep. So he went back. He partnered up with a few other districts, a few other clubs, got a global grant. Somewhere along the way, and I'm sorry I don't know the exact details, but somewhere along the way, the idea spread, wait a minute. If we can eradicate polio in the Philippines, we can eradicate it in the world.
Audacious.
Powerful. So from that, that was the mission we took, and we've partnered with the World Health Organization and several other Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and we've been doing a great job. My
father was a Rotarian during the 80s, and I remember when they started talking about it throughout the Rotary Club locally and throughout the community about the impact that Rotary could make globally.
Yeah.
And it was just...
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it really is.
So
we're down to what now?
2 cases so far this year.
And it's gone down to 1 or 2 countries, and it spikes up a little bit and goes back down and so forth. But right now, say it again, 2 countries?
2 countries, 2 cases so far this year. Come a long way.
Wow.
That's the message behind Rotary, the power of those 1.2 million members and the difference that you can make, not only in your community, but also globally. And I don't think on the local level we talk enough about the impact that we have globally and the changes that we're able to make as a Rotary community. And I think that's one of the things that's attractive about Rotary, is that you can have that impact on the global level, with not having to do a heck of a lot, but it's really cool the things you get to be a part of.
Absolutely. You guys know there's only been one other disease that's ever been eradicated by humans?
No.
I did not.
Smallpox.
Oh, that was going to be my guess.
Smallpox.
Very timely subject.
So
pandemics.
Yes, pandemics. But this is going to be, and we're going to do it. We're going to get there, and it's very exciting. Continent of Africa was declared polio-free finally, I think 2 years ago. And so we're going to get there very soon.
So that's the macro. Bring it down to micro. Some of the things that I think I'm most proud of our club is the annual holiday giving drive that we have when members of our club adopt families throughout our community. The member works with the guardians and parents of the families, getting the names and ages and size of the children in the families. The members go out and acquire holiday Christmas gifts, holiday gifts for these families, wrap them and deliver them to the family. So what I think is really important is, the interaction with the families. The second half of that is we've expanded our giving a little bit this past year or two to where, toys at Christmas means a lot and it's important. But times have changed, and there are families that need more than a gift at Christmas. And I'm really proud of the fact that we've partnered with a local agency to help families stay in the homes, surprise expenses, car breaks down. They make decisions, families make decisions on feeding the family, paying rent, or going to work, or whatever. And just the fact that we are able to provide support to these families through an agency, that it's not only just giving them money, but it's mentoring them and helping them get along with life in general. That's right. From one extreme to the other. So let's bring it down to goals for the incoming year as district governor.
Sure. All right. Number one goal is I want us as Rotarians to get outside of our Rotary walls. So in other words, you're not just part of a Rotary club, you're part of a Rotary community, John. I mean, we've got so many people. Like, I'm here today. We're here with Maureen from another Rotary club. Like, there's always stuff going on. And when the communities we serve, let's say Palm Coast and Ormond, there is no less than 6 Rotary clubs that really affect those areas. You know what I mean? So it's not, your Rotary club isn't the only Rotary club affecting an area. So if you got a project going on there, or social or something fun, why not partner up with other clubs in your area? Get out. There's so many opportunities. We have an organization called Rotary Means Business, which is it's a business networking group for Rotarians, and it's a great tool to recruit new Rotarians as well. But we have those events all over. There's a great group out of Jacksonville and St. Augustine that has an event coming up soon. It's the night of our installation banquet, though, so we won't make it. Conflict. Yeah, but there's other groups. There's always socials going on, fundraisers, events. It's fun to go out and participate in these other Rotary clubs events. You see other Rotarians there. People are having a great time, and it's the friendliest group of people you can hang out with.
So you talked about the socialization as an important, part of why you're involved in a Rotary. I'd say probably the same for all of us, right? Mm-hmm. And because of the pandemic, all clubs suspended meeting together for a while. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And where are we now? Is everybody still Zooming? Our club started meeting in person early last summer and has been ever since. How about what's it look like throughout the district?
Most clubs at this point are back together that I am aware of. Many of them are offering a hybrid option where they have an option. You can come in person, or you can watch remotely because of your own safety concerns, or because you're out of town on vacation, work, whatever. So that's nice when you can do those kind of options. It doesn't work for every club. As you know, we have horrible Wi-Fi within our meeting space, so it doesn't work. Other clubs, there's a couple other clubs that I'm aware of that are still completely virtual, but I believe as of July 1st, they'll be back in person. We just had our district assembly, which was virtual. I hope it's, with the exception, there is a public image assembly or training seminar coming up June 26th, I believe it's Saturday. That should be, with any luck, the last virtual event we have for a long, long time.
Right. Okay, so thanks for joining us today, Rich. I think your passion is infectious, certainly to me. Doing a great job for our communities. Maureen, make me proud, joining Rotary. You were not put up to it. You did it on your own, and really appreciate that. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Close us out with the Rotary motto.
Okay. Service above self. One who profits most serves best.
Thanks.